Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily Wednesday workout. It's Des here, just looking to instill a little midweek motivation if you need it. If not, just add further encouragement to keep you active, to keep you going, to keep you really attacking the week. Every week I say it's important at this stage to not get too bogged down with the things that keep us busy, whether it's work, life, activity itself. You know, sometimes we just need to check out, and that's really important today. Anyone who's tuned in so far this week will know I've been speaking about this Can Do campaign, which is looking at men's health and mental health and trying to address some of the disproportionate issues that men suffer from. And whilst we have to sort of address things inclusively, of course, this is quite important to me. I can offer an opinion from a male perspective, but I'm always talking about, on a Wednesday, about noticing what's going on around us and noticing when we've perhaps done just that little bit too much and we need some time out. Of course, normally what I'd suggest is getting out there for some activity to get those endorphins flowing, to get us sort of pumped up and fired up to attack the rest of the week. But the theme with this campaign is to notice, do you know, so at the moment, sort of to tie in with that, what I've decided to do is get myself out a little bit earlier than normal for a walk before the full activity of the Do Running Temperance group later. Of course, I'll be trying to get those endorphins flowing and giving it a real go. Really feel like I'm getting back into my running right now, so looking forward to that. But like I say, to time with the campaign, I've shut the laptop off a little bit early, got myself prepared, and I'm getting out by the river, you know, somewhere I enjoy a lot, somewhere I've not been this side for a while. And I've actually just walked up a path that took me back to a time when I started doing DOdaily, you know, and that was quite important, just to notice the surroundings there and how I used it and how it helped me focus. You know, perhaps I'll use that a bit more, but the real purpose of noticing is just to sort of take in everything that's going on around us, you know, and really try to understand how it can work. And there's a few ways we can do in that, you know. There's a lot been said lately about nature, and there's a lot been said by myself. You know, I love getting out for a walk, you know, but I realise sometimes I go out for a walk and I've got my headphones in or I'm chatting away and I'm not really absorbing it all, I'm not really taking it all in. Do you know, and I've said it many times on DOdaily, sometimes I feel like I have to go for a good walk, and what a good walk means is basically getting probably a few extra miles, but more importantly, completely switching off. Sometimes turning the phone off, whilst I've always got it with me for health and safety reasons. It's important just to switch off that little bit. Do you know, pick your head up. Do you know, 1 or 2 times I've walked around Nottingham and actually noticed new things. I've lived here 40 years, but I've picked my head up and actually noticed what's in front of me. Do you know, and all these things kind of come back to you in a way to sort of help you develop, understand more about who you are, where you live, what you're doing. Do you know, and that's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? So what I'm suggesting today, guys, is you do something similar. Do you know, of course, I'd love you to get involved in the Wednesday workout. That's what it's all about, you know, get those endorphins flowing. But if you've got that sort of capacity to switch off a little bit early, or even if it's later in the day, take yourself away from a normal situation, take in the world as it is. Do you know, this is stunning. Make the most of the weather. Do you know, if you've ever got the opportunity, it's today. Use it, don't lose it. Do you know, because here in Nottingham, it's probably not going to last for much longer. So that's definitely a reason alone. But more importantly, it's just to start understanding that when we notice everything that's going on around us, we start understanding a lot more about ourselves. Do you know, that's the one thing I've said through DOdaily. I understand myself now like I never used to before. And you can surround yourself with people and chaos and work and things you think you enjoy, do you know, and you probably do enjoy. But it's not until you take that step back that it really sinks in what's important and what isn't. Do you know, and when we understand what's important, do you know, we can address some of these issues that are getting to us. My mental health's improved no end just by getting into walking. Whilst I love running, whilst it's my real passion and I get so much from it when I can do it, do you know, my body doesn't always allow that. Do you know, unfortunately it's let me down a few times. So I've had to find something that works equally as well. And for me, it's taking that time out, getting out in the afternoons when I can, getting up early when I can, do you know, and taking it all in. And when I talk about notice, of course, that gives people individually the chance to notice what's going on around them. But you can also sort of notice others. Whilst this is geared towards men's mental health and men's health, anybody, whether they're male or female, can sort of work to the theme just by taking that moment to take a step back and look at others. Do you know, ask them how they're getting on. Do you know, pay some attention, rather than just going full steam ahead and like having this sort of tennis relay of a conversation all the time. You might just take a step back, listen, and you might just pick something up and think, I can really help. Or you might just ask the right question, you know, from something somebody said. So that's what I wanted to get across today, guys. Of course, I've been working to this theme, and I think it's a great tie-in with DOdaily, with the Do Running community, because we're always working towards things like this. But there's no reason we can't, when it's an awareness week like it is, there's no reason we can't put a bit of extra emphasis on that. Do you know, whilst I'm getting about my business, I'm doing things that I'd probably do all the time. I've made the point today of switching off. Once I've done the video, I'm gonna switch my phone off and I'm gonna walk for a couple of miles, you know, with my head up and trying to take in everything that's going on around me. What I'll do when I'm at the running groups is talk to people, try to understand what motivates people, if people are okay, if they're not so. Do you know, and that's my way of doing my bit. If you can join us in that, do you know, I can assure you, you'll get so much more from the day. Do you know, and that's what it's about, isn't it? It's just about getting to the end of the day, ticking it off with some degree of success. On the Tuesday training video yesterday, I spoke about 3 ways that we can try and improve things just by changing the mindset a little. Do you know, that's just by thinking. Of course, the campaign is can do. Do you know, when you do things, it always has a positive effect. If you don't do anything, nothing's going to change, is it? Even if you do something and you feel it's not with success, it's just learned you a lesson of a way not to do it again. So give it a try, guys. Get out there tomorrow through the campaign, but also through what we do routinely on DOdaily. It's all about Thursday thoughts. You know, it's about discussion and detail. So I'll be looking to answer your questions. If you've got anything you'd like me to answer, if it's something you've been feeling uncomfortable about, if it's something you want my opinion on or want my thoughts, if you want to ask about anything I've said or any experiences I've gone through in the past, I'm quite prepared to get out of my comfort zone. Again, something we spoke about on Tuesday training, and answer the best I can. And of course, check out last Thursday's video for the throwback question. I'll be looking for some responses to that to read out, to keep trying to motivate and inspire people to keep going. Because when we keep going, when we keep doing things, you know, we get right on top of it. And that's what Wednesdays are about, aren't they? About getting on top of the week, you know, realising we're having a good one, we're having a decent one at worst, you know, and we're going to attack it going into the weekend when everybody's spirits pick up, and whatever the weather does to us from now on in, here on in, you know, we can say we've done it. Just doing it.